Hello everybody! Today we're testing out the Maserati. It's been an enigma of the GT4 DLC pack. It's very hard to drive without any traction control, without any ABS, but it sounds so good. And I've been trying to drive it, I've been trying to get somewhat better results with it. And today I just wanted to do a trial by fire, Mount Panorama, a scary track. And we're gonna see how I survive this. If I survive this, of course. But there's a few things I have found to make your life easier if you want to drive the Maserati. First off, you gotta plan out your braking zones. Because you don't have any ABS, you can't just step on the brake out of nowhere. You gotta plan out when you're gonna brake, where you're gonna brake, if there's room to brake. Because that brings me to my next tip of driving the Maserati. First of all, you should always try to brake in a straight line. Otherwise you're going into a slide, and yeah, that's pretty hard to recover from that. Like you're seeing here, there was a little slide. But you always want to brake in a straight line. Most braking should be done with the Maserati in a straight line. And the brakes are fairly good on it, so you don't have to push in the brake pedal all the way to get it going. And if you don't push it in all the way, yeah, you lock up the brakes less. Oh boy. Other tips I have for driving the Maserati is that you should try to keep the wheels rolling. What I mean with that is try not to come to a complete standstill. Because it's harder to start from a complete standstill without any traction control. So that's also a risk of spinning if you do that. But yeah, I think it's an amazing car to drive if it works out. It's very frustrating to learn. I've had a good few shouts at the car. And here I brake in a straight line and try to avoid steering while braking, because if you lock up while steering and braking, it's over. It's just over. But it's it's a lot of fun if you can make it work. Oh, but you really gotta work for it. And the perfect analogy for the Maserati, I think, is that it is a very sensual Italian man that you need to treat with care, respect, or it gets an attitude. And you don't want that. You know how Italians are. They'll try to start the Roman Empire again, and that's no good for anybody. So here, braking in a straight line, off the brakes when you start turning, very nice. So yeah, you gotta be sensitive about it, about the brake pedal. Okay, here we get in a little bit of a pickle because I needed to brake in a straight line. But yeah, I think if you have a handle on it, it works perfectly well. But you really gotta think ahead with this car, and I think that's an added layer of difficulty, because with the other cars, with the assists on, you can kind of react to what's going on. But with the Maserati, you really gotta have a good picture of what's gonna happen when you're on track somewhere. And oh Lord. Don't downshift all of a sudden. I barely survived that. That could have ended a lot worse. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to drive. I like it. Be gentle with it. Brake in a straight line, and you don't have to use all the brake. And you'll be golden. And one last tip about the Maserati is turn up the volume, because it really does sound amazing. Like an angry beehive that you've just poked. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys about the Maserati, actually. I've been having a lot of fun learning this car. As you can see, I don't downshift to second gear here, because I just don't want to upset the car and risk it spinning. And I don't do it because I don't have that much experience with it, so I don't naturally know what it's gonna do. We still gotta learn. We still gotta get to know each other. That's what I want to say. It's like dating. It's like dating an angry Italian man or a sensitive Italian man. Why do I say Italian? Because Maserati is in. I think it's Italian, right? As you can tell, I never do research on anything. That's how we do it on the PowerQ channel. You guys know as much as I do. So it's also important to take things with a grain of salt and don't always believe everything I say. Oh, there we go. I treated it not nicely and then it acts up. Okay, we don't want to risk the biscuit right now on the mountain. Just keep it in check. It's also a hard thing to do with the Maserati, like following a car closely, because if they brake all of a sudden, you might be in a lot of trouble. Come on, you British honker. I got places to be, pizzas to deliver. Come on, buddy. But yeah, if you got the time to learn this car, I highly suggest it, because it is an experience on its own, like no other in ACC. And it's really rewarding if it works. And I think we might come to our semi-last lap here already. So we got 2 laps to go and 2 laps to crash this car. So, as is a tradition on this channel, I watched a movie lately. Last week, or no, this weekend. Last weekend I watched a movie. It's called Red. In the movie, they explain what it means. RED, retired, extremely dangerous. It's about a bunch of. It's about Bruce Willis, who's a retired. I don't know if that's spoilers. It's an action comedy film, so it's not that much of a spoiler. But Bruce Willis is a retired CIA operative, and he kind of likes a lady he's been talking to on the phone. And all of a sudden, guys are coming to kill him, and then because he knows he's being watched and they're listening in on his phone calls, he knows the lady is also not safe, so he goes to pick her up, and they kind of go on a road trip together to get back at the bad guys, of course. And Bruce Willis is in it. I forgot her name, but the main lady from Weeds, that series, she's the woman. Yeah, I forgot her name. She's not in very much movies. But John Malkovich is in it. Morgan Freeman is in it. The main bad guy is also, or the antagonist is also a popular actor, but I don't know his name either. But yeah, it's a very enjoyable action movie, very funny, and I have yet to see Rat 2, but I heard it's also very good. And if you've watched Die Hard a million times like I did, then a little bit of Bruce Willis is never out of the question. Or at least his good movies. I don't know, I've seen Bandits like years ago. That's also with Bruce Willis, and I don't remember if it's any good. Oh lord. Okay, we got it. Okay, so this is, I want to have a little bit more room between me and the Mercedes. I don't want to be in that fat ass of his. But yeah, I don't know if not every Bruce Willis movie is good, of course. I mean, not every Die Hard movie is good. So, oh lord, oh god, please, yes. Thank the gods. They bestowed their favors on me. Zeus and the boys. Can we make it to first place this lap? I don't think so. But speaking of Die Hard, Die Hard 1 and 3 are literally the best. If you haven't seen them, you're missing out on prime cinema of the action variety, and you're doing yourself a disservice. It's like basic education for any adult. Die Hard, how to survive, and how to deal with terrorists in a skyscraper. You gotta know it. You gotta know it. If you ever get in that situation, you gotta know how to deal with them. Never take off. Oh my God! Never take off your shoes. That's part 1. Ah! I wanted to go across from the Chevy, but it didn't work. So 4th, from last place to 4th. The AI was not set at a very high level. But I did that because I'm not very quick with the Maserati. I can just keep it on track, and I feel proud enough of that already. So let me know how you guys do with the Maserati. If these tips were any a little bit helpful at least. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a nice day. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe for more sim racing content, and as always, I see you later. My beautiful baby boys and my beautiful baby girls. Mwah. I love you.